In this module, we shall study about the emerging horizons in human resource management. Human resource management deals with people at work. With the passage of time, the way the things are being managed in the organization by way of new technological methods and computerized system all over the world, many new horizons, changes and challenges have been emerged at workplace related to human resources and their management. The major change that has taken place is due to technology and connecting people all over the world in real-time environment. Buying and selling of goods and services are taking place at international level through the use of commerce and various new upcoming technologies, whereby it is easy to order purchase of items of a different country sitting at another corner of the world. Meetings of the companies nowadays are held through video conferencing by use of computers, ways of appointment, recruitment of human resources in the organization has changed, and thus the need for looking into the new and emerging ways of managing human resources. After studying this module, we will be able to learn about emerging horizons in HRM, identify the need for emerging horizons in human resource management. Then we learn about the leading issues in human resource management, and then we'll appreciate that there are various leading issues in human resource management like human resource information system, downsizing, voluntary retirement scheme, empowerment, workforce diversity. And then finally, we'll make a summary of all the above mentioned topics. Now we start with the need for emerging horizons in human resource management. The significant changes taking place in the field of human resource management are as follows. First, higher education level. The right to education is for everyone, and due to technological advancements and opening of new educational institutions and awareness among the people that to gain education is to fulfill their aspirations and higher level needs. Similarly, in future, the organizations will have to develop new ways, policies to satisfy their educated employees who may demand greater discretion and autonomy at workplace. The second feature is that technological upgradation. Automation and computerized jobs that have taken place during the last 10 years have called for a drastic changes in the thinking of the management and the organization to act differently in all the matters including the human resource personnel functions, and the personnel functions has been gaining an importance. The next feature is that workforce requirements. Nowadays, it is not only the men working in the organization, but women are also playing an important role and taking up higher positions in the companies. The composition of the workforce in the companies have changed, and therefore manpower planning ways has also been changed. Various research studies have shown that life balance issues because along with males, females are also working in the organization. The organization must think on various issues and policy developments for females and working mothers in the organization. So, there is a need to develop new policies keeping in mind such mixed workforce. The next factor that affect human resource management requirement is occupational health and safety measures. Various acts have been imposed for the safety and benefits of the employees in the organization, and it cannot be ignored at all while developing new policies and procedures in the organization. The next factor that has led to the growth of human resource management is the organizational development. For the purpose of developing the organization, one cannot simply ignore the people at work and their management. Unlike earlier times when bureaucratic and autocratic behavior was imposed, in today's time, the need is to get employees who are more participative and ready to contribute to the organization positively. and technologically for the development of the organization. Top management need to be directly involved in the management and development of human resources. The need is to manage people and think differently in today's competitive environment and adapt the changes so that a good workforce can be developed. Now we shall discuss the leading issues in human resource management. The new and emerging issues in human resource management are as follows. Firstly, human resource information system. Secondly, downsizing. The third issue is voluntary retirement scheme. The fourth issue is empowerment. And final issue is workforce diversity. All these emerging horizons in human resource management are explained as under. We are starting with the human resource information system. The human resource information system implies managing voluminous data and information because this has become easier in today's complex and globalized world because of the computer systems and their applications in all the fields such as scientific, commercial, military field, etc. Computer systems are used for a very small thing to a varied projects ranging from engineering to traffic control system and many more. In organizations also, all industrial functions such as purchasing, inventory control to preparation of accounts, production, etc. and all managerial functions like planning, organizing, staffing, direction and controlling. They are based on computers and its applications to large extent. The field of human resource is not left behind in terms of managing information through computer system. They facilitate the installation of human resource information system in modern organization. A computerized human resource information system is an information system that makes use of computer to monitor, control and influence the movement of human beings from the time they indicate their intention to join the organization till the time they become separate from it. The human resource management is primarily a process of binding people and organization together and involving activities such as starting from the procurement of human resources, selection and training to compensation and maintenance. The human resource information system is a system designed to supply information required for effective management of human resources in the organization. We have certain subsystems of human resource management. They are as under. First is recruitment system. The recruitment system includes the information or data bank related to placement, recruitment, advertisement module, etc. Then we have the personnel system. It includes the employees' details, information, the promotional background, the transfers and the details of increment, etc. Then we have the third system is namely human resource planning. It includes information related to human resource mobilization, career and succession planning and development of skills and knowledge of the employees. Then we have the training system. Training system includes all the information related to training such as material designing, setting training programs, cost and benefit analysis of training, etc. We have another subsystem of appraisal system. The information related to the rating of the employee performance and accordingly taking decisions related to performance, promotions, transfers, successions and career planning, etc. comes under this category. Then we have one more subsystem, namely payroll information system. Data related to salary or wages given to employees, increment, other incentives, bonus, dearness allowance, etc. all are kept through payroll information system. Then we have another subsystem of human resource management system is maintenance system. It includes information related to health and safety of the employees, the medical benefits required for the employees so that good welfare of the employees can be taken care of. Then we have the personnel research system. This system gives the information regarding the past and prospective workers related to the employees' attitude, absenteeism, their positive information, motivation, turnover, etc. And then we have personnel administrative system. This system includes all the information in the form of records of the employees related to the date of joining, retirement, leaves, etc. Then we have the second issue relating to human resource management is the downsizing. It is a very important issue in the present day world that shows a new trend in the organization. The new trend in the organization is downsizing. It means restructuring of the organization that involves reducing the size of the organization. It means the workforce reduction at workplace due to any of the reason, such as putting a close over unprofitable ventures, elimination of certain jobs, concentrating in core areas only, and to improve organizational efficiency and cost effectiveness. The size of the organization reduces or it attains a right size by reducing surplus staff which may not be required under current circumstances by initiating voluntary retirement scheme. To make the organizations efficient and reduce cost is the main aim behind downsizing of the organization, and it is sometimes also called restructuring of the organization. Restructuring of the organization or downsizing means rethinking about it and eliminating certain processes, introducing new ones or modify existing ones. It may also involve regroup of certain processes of activities of a similar nature to cut the cost. Here the question arises, why downsizing? There are a number of factors that call for downsizing of the organization like technological changes, human resource planning, ratio of man to machine changes in today's time because of automation and computerization, re-engineering of business processes, business outsourcing leading to financial gains, gaining advantage in core competencies of business only and in other areas getting benefit through outsourcing. Here comes the role of human resource managers, and we have to see that what their role is while downsizing the organization. Human resource managers can perform various tasks for successful implementation of downsizing, such as communication with employees to educate them about the need of an hour and reducing negative responses and negative impact of rumors. They can talk to trade unions, reducing uncertainties in future related to salaries, benefits, alternative jobs, etc. If possible, they should focus their attention on placement in their subsidiary organizations. And if possible, they can provide job security for the workers in their subsidiary companies or other organizations so that the workers' absenteeism and conflict among the workers can be minimized. Now, let us understand what is the voluntary retirement scheme. Voluntary retirement scheme is a scheme where employees agree to retire voluntarily on the basis of mutual agreement between the organization and the employees. In this agreement, employees get a payment in the form of compensation agreed mutually. What is the need for voluntary retirement scheme? It is a benefit to both employer and employee. It helps in elimination of surplus staff, The employees get handsome package of compensation amount in return of leaving a job. It is a downsizing strategy. It incorporates talented employees who are tax savvy and can manage today's complex technological global world. It aims towards re-engineering of business processes and helps in eliminating unprofitable activities. It has been observed over the years that in many cases, employees accepted voluntary retirement scheme happily due to unhealthy working environment, bad health, possibility of retrenchment later, technological changes, lack of satisfaction, etc. Now we see the relationship and differences between voluntary retirement scheme and downsizing. In many organizations, voluntary retirement scheme is accepted as a way to make employees ready for accepting downsizing of the organization, because downsizing results in elimination of surplus staff and to make the organization more cost efficient. Voluntary retirement scheme is offered to the employees to make the organization more vulnerable to the external environment. In India, voluntary retirement scheme has been used by public sector banks, Steel Authority of India Limited, Bajaj Auto, Hindustan Lever, etc. We have advantages of voluntary retirement scheme, that there is no resentment from employees. It is a human way to reduce the staff. No objection from the trade union also. It helps in reducing the huge bill of the organization by not paying huge salaries and making only one-time payment. Now we move on to the next emerging issue related to HRM is empowerment. According to Newstorm and Davis, empowerment is any process that provides greater autonomy through the sharing of relevant information and the provision of control over factors affecting job performance. Employees are given full freedom, means, ability, and authority to perform their task freely. Empowerment aims at utilizing human resources of the organization optimally by giving them every information and control over what they want to do it in their own way. There is no interference. The right to take decision in their work is solely given to them. They participate in decision making, may make use of environmental opportunities in a better way by taking advantage of various parameters in competitive world. By doing so, employees take the responsibility of their own ideas and decisions, and also it helps them to be creative and release their hidden talents which would otherwise remain inaccessible. Now we have reasons for giving empowerment. There are various reasons for moving towards giving empowerment to the employees in the organization, which are as follows. Firstly, empowerment is a new way of managing human resources in the organization. Secondly, it gives flexibility in the human behavior. Thirdly, in today's changing workplace environment, technological developments, restructuring of organization, downsizing, re-engineering of business processes, it plays a very important role by providing freedom to employees in many respects. The empowerment release of control over employees is achieved. It gives freedom to take decisions and make them responsible. Empowerment helps the workers to participate in decision making. They have control over what to do and how to manage things on their own. Empowerment gives job awareness and job satisfaction. It helps in creating interest in the job when they work. It helps in achieving cooperation and integration at workplace in real environment, and customer satisfaction can be achieved. Then we have types of empowerment. According to Bowen and Lawler, there are three types of empowerment that is possible. Firstly, suggestion involvement, that is suggestion and ideas are invited from employees. The secondly, job involvement. Employees have a significant control over what they are doing. They have a considerable in directing how to do the work, and they get enough feedback about their performance. Their empowerment is in the job area they are assigned with and not in the strategic decisions which are prerogative of the top management. And thirdly, high involvement. This empowerment is related with total organization performances. It gives their lowest level employees a sense of involvement in how their jobs do or how effectively their group performs along with total performance. Employees develop extensive skills in teamwork, problem solving, and participation in decision making in the high involvement of empowerment. Then we have features of empowering organization. The first is that authority and information is delegated, decentralized, and diffused. The next is that individual efforts within narrow department boundaries are replaced by cross-functional teams. The next is that instead of information being withheld at each successive level in the hierarchy, it is shared through networking. The next is that new structure means new managers with wide responsibilities. The next benefit is that employees work out their decision making parameters on different areas. The main objective of empowering organization is to gain the benefit of hidden talent and in-depth knowledge of employees by giving them the opportunity to do the things in their own way. We have certain barriers to empowerment, like empowerment involves delegation of authority and superiors may not want to delegate it to subordinate because of no confidence in them, lack of capabilities in subordinates to perform the task, fear of exposure, unwillingness to share, etc. Secondly, to break over old rules and techniques of employees' involvement in decisions may not be that easy. The next problem associated with empowerment is that leadership and authoritative superior behavior of the top management may provide hurdle in the way of effective empowerment. Maybe all employees do not want freedom from the fear of taking responsibility of the decision and control in their hand. The next problem associated with this is monotonous work environment and working behavior of the employees. The next is resistance to change. Though this change is for the good, but for seeing future in their hand may not be that much liked by all. The next fear with empowerment is organizational culture need not be changed. And the last is one need to share the authority with lower levels, and for this his willingness is required, which sometimes may not be achieved. Now let us understand about workforce diversity. According to Moorhead and Griffin, workforce diversity is concerned with the similarities and differences in such characteristics like age, gender, ethnic heritage, physical abilities and disabilities, race and sexual orientation among the employees of the organization. There are various factors of diversity such as caste, religion, background, linguistic competition, educational qualifications, and gender. Today's organizational workforce diversity is not dominated by male employees, but also by the female employees. Managing workforce diversity and using everyone's talent and qualification to get better result is a challenge for the organization. It is possible to categorize diversity in two ways. Primary elements, which include age, race, gender, physical and mental abilities. And secondly, secondary elements that include educational and training, religious beliefs, way of talking and communicating, relationship status, income, etc. Primary factors are not responsible to change. The greater the number of primary differences between people, the more difficult it is to establish trust and mutual respect. There may be cultural clashes and conflicts that may occur between groups, and it can have the bad effects on the human relations working in the organization. Secondary factors can be changed, and if not fully, it can be modified, such as health habits, hygiene factors, educational qualifications, religious beliefs, etc. It is possible to change these factors through education and training. The main objective of the organization should be to use the human workforce diversity to attain the maximum benefits out of them that could serve the individual and organizational purposes. Now we have to see the advantages of diverse workforce. Organizations aim at achieving strategic goals, and if one can handle and manage its people strategically, it is serving the purpose of meeting a challenge and opportunity for a business. The advantages of managing diversity are as follows. It helps in resolving multi-level and different viewpoints conflict. It helps in attracting talent in the organization. Anyone from anywhere belonging to any culture, caste, religion, etc. is ready to join such organizations where equity-based workforce is found and respected. The next benefit is that organizations can reap greater benefits and profits out of new diversified workforce upcoming with all the more new thoughts. With this, the organizations can keep customer preferences, and these preferences can be easily saved. Due to many branches of business in different states and regions with diversified customers, their demands are different. And because of this diverse workforce, these different demands can be met efficiently. The next benefit is that reputation of the company can be enhanced by getting along with everyone rather than discriminating people. Diverse workforce help in maintaining the cultural sensitive organization, and the organization can be very fast in every respect in today's competitive global world. The next benefit of the workforce diversity is that e-commerce is possible where anything can be sold and purchased online. The diverse workforce gives greater benefits to the organization, leading to the globalization of the markets. It helps in reaping the benefits of the growth in service economy, where many jobs have been created in various service sectors such as banking, hotel, transport, ticketing, tourism, etc. The diverse workforce also help in making the teams with change composition, and the devoted workforce are created with new strategies like innovation, quality improvement, cost control, product differentiation, etc. The next benefit is that mergers and strategic alliances can be better handled if two corporate cultures with diverse workforce are managed properly. Then we have challenges of workforce diversity. There are various challenges of workforce diversity, like problems may arise as to cultural differences. The second is gender problems. The third is discrimination among diverse workforce. The fourth is difficulty in bringing them together. The fifth is discrimination maybe by top officials. The sixth is resistance to accept such a change proposed by the management. The seventh is unable to understand each other's viewpoints either deliberately or unknowingly. This may create serious problems. Now we make a kind of summary of what we have discussed so far. Human resource management deals with the people at work. Secondly, the significant changes taking place in the field of human resource management are higher education level, technological upgradation, workforce requirement, occupational health and safety measures, and organizational development. Thirdly, the new and emerging issues in human resource management are human resource information system, downsizing, voluntary retirement scheme, empowerment, and workforce diversity. A computerized human resource information system is an information system that makes use of computers to monitor, control, and influence the movement of human beings. From time to time, they indicate their intention to join an organization till the time they become separate from it. Next, the subsystem of human resource management include recruitment subsystem, personnel subsystem, HR planning subsystem, training subsystem, appraisal subsystem, payroll information subsystem, maintenance subsystem, and personnel research subsystem. The next is a new trend in the organization is downsizing, which means restructuring of the organization that involves reducing the size of the organization. The next point we have discussed is there are number of factors that call for downsizing of the organization, such as technological changes, human resource planning, a ratio of man to machine changes in today's time because of automation and computerization, re-engineering of business processes, business outsourcing leading to financial gains, gaining advantage in core competencies of business only, and in other areas getting benefits through outsourcing. Then we have discussed voluntary retirement scheme. This is a scheme where employees agree to retire voluntarily on the basis of mutual agreement between the organization and the employees. In this agreement, employees get a payment in the form of compensation agreed mutually. Then we have discussed empowerment. Empowerment aims at utilizing human resources of the organization optimally by giving them every information and control over what they want to do it in their own way. Then we have discussed workforce diversity. It is concerned with the similarities and differences in such characteristics such as age, gender, ethnic heritage, physical abilities and disabilities, race and sexual orientation among the employees of the organization.